Alright, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
Alright, we are the Hebrew Israelites from the GMS Prophetic Vibrations Camp. Alright, coming back at you with another video through the Spirit and Power, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We start off by giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well.
Shalom.
Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Right, you know, the brothers pushing this word through the four corners of the earth in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and the freedom to do so now more so than ever. And I say Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites. He scattered the elect, will be scattered among the heathen. And Shalom unto the few and faithful Aqua, the few sisters who be listening and learning. Alright, so we're gonna continue in Genesis today. Alright, the breakdown of Genesis. Alright, we did Genesis chapters 1 to 4 already. We're continuing to do 5 and 6 today. Alright, so without further ado, alright, let's continue. Let's go jump into Genesis chapter 5.
Verse 1, it said, this is the book of the generations of Adam.
Right, and I mean, we went through this before, when we were doing the breakdowns before, you know, the generations of Adam. This speaking about the Adamites, because Adam just wasn't one Adam. Alright, it had an Adam, yes, but there was a whole nation of people called the Adamites. Alright, go ahead.
In the day that Yahweh created man,
right,
in the likeness of Yahweh made he him. Male and female created he them.
Right, male and female created he them. So you know, it's just showing you that, you know, the Lord created in mass. He didn't just create one man, one woman. Alright, go ahead.
And bless them, and call their name Adam.
And call their name Adam. See? Go ahead.
And in the day when they were created, and Adam lived 130 years, and begot a son in his own likeness,
right,
after his image,
right,
and called his name Set.
Set, right? Set, meaning compensation, because when after Abel was put to death by his brother Cain, right, that was the compensation for his father and his mother. Right, go ahead.
Verse 4, it says, and the days of Adam after he had begotten Set were 800 years, and he begot sons and daughters.
Right, so he lived long. Go ahead.
And all the days of Adam lived were 930 years, and he died.
Go ahead.
And Seth lived 105 years, and begot Enos.
Enos, when we're going to see what Enos mean, man. Right, a man. You know, and they're showing you how men used to live when making children at 105 years old. Right now, start to make children. Right, because our lifespan was way different from what it is now.
Right now is 125?
No, 3 score and 10.
No,
3 score and 10, because it was reduced to 120, and then the Lord further reduced it again to 3 score and 10. So that is what the Lord continue to do because why of our sin. But we will get into that. Go ahead.
Verse 7. It say, and Seth lived after he begot Enos 807 years.
807 years. Go ahead.
And begot sons and daughters.
Right.
And all the days of Seth were 912 years. And he died.
Right, he died.
And Enos lived 90 years. Yeah, 90 years, and begot Canaan. And Enos lived after he begot Canaan 815 years.
Yeah. And
begot sons and daughters.
Right.
And all the days of Enos were 905 years, and he died.
Right, so we hold it right there, you know, because and this is just to prove, you know, the evidence of the genealogy of the sons of Adam, right? You know, to prove that, you know, men used to live almost a full day with the Lord, which is 1,000 years. All right, you know. So, and this lineage here is what led to what the Israelites, okay, you know, because out of this lineage of the Israelites came down to Abraham, to Noah, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right. So really and truly, this is just going to the lineage. What we'll do is skip to chapter 6. Alright? Alright, skip this chapter 6. So let's start at chapter 6 and verse 1.
It says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them.
So when men began to multiply on the face and daughters were born unto them, go ahead.
That the sons of Yahweh saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose.
Right. And
the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man.
Right, so you hold it there. So verse 2 said the sons of God saw the daughters of men, the sons of the Most High. Who they talking about there? We talking about the sons of the Most High, right? Right.
Well, Adamites.
Right, when we jump back to chapter 4 and verse 26, it tells you that You know, if you want, we could read it. Right?
Chapter 4, verse 26.
Yeah, chapter 4, verse 26.
Okay.
Alright, because this is how we know that we were the sons of God. Alright?
Yeah. Genesis 4 and 26 is saying, to Seth, to him also there was born a son, and he called his name Enos, and then began men to call upon the name of the Lord.
Right, so because when we were calling upon the name of the Lord, we become sons of the Most High. Right, because we call on the name of the Lord, right? That just going into the lineage of the Adamites. Alright? What these and in fact when we read down we will get a bit more understanding, right? Go ahead, so let me you can read over verse 2 like Babakosha.
Yeah. Verse 2 it said that the sons of Yahweh saw the daughters of men, and that saw the daughters of men that were fair.
Right, so the Adamites, which is the lineage leading to the Israelites, saw the daughters of men, which is daughters of what the other nations. Right? You know, the other nations, okay? And what they did?
And they took them wives of all which they chose.
Right, so they made them wives. In other words, what they married them. Alright? Alright, you can continue.
And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
Right, so you know, but before we want to go into that, we're gonna go into that how the Lord cut down the lifespan of man. Alright? But you know, when you really go into this and you talk about the sons of God, you know, it's a big myth, you know, that plantation Christianity just perpetuate, you know, basically saying that, you know, it's some kind of fairy tale thing, and you know, the gods come down, which is, you know, as Ak was saying just now about Zeus and all these falls go and they make demigods like Hercules and Perseus and all this thing like that. Alright, and all this bullshit. It's a no mystical fairy tale bullshit. Alright? Alright? You know, it was no angels who came down necessarily like that, you know, spiritual angels, right? You know? Are the angels the sons of God? Yes, the angels are the sons of God. Alright? But I'm not talking about the angels here. You know, when you have to think about it, is there a particular group, a chosen group of men on the earth, right, who are sons of the Most High as well? Yes. You know, are we the sons of the Most High? Yes, we are the sons of the Most High. We call upon him. Alright? Esau is not the son of the Most High. Right? Esau is son of the wicked. Right? And the other 16 nations represent the sons of men. Alright? So when I go into so that's just to clarify that. Alright? That one there?
Yeah, they Deuteronomy 7:6 it says, for thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power, and Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Yeah, what?
Above all the people.
A special people.
Above all the people.
Above what? Above who?
All the people that are upon the face of the earth.
So that Yapa. You know, and that just prove that, hey, we are chosen men, a certain lineage was chosen. Alright? And what we did is that we mixed with daughters of men, which were basically marrying them, which was forbidden, right, according to the law. You could hold Ezra 9 and 1, book of Ezra, in the normal Bible.
Easy.
Yeah, Ezra 9 and 1, you can read down to verse 4. You could hold Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Yeah. So let's take a look at what happened. Because it happened, you know, it's nothing new on the sun. It happened later on in the history of Israel too, when Israel became a nation. Alright? It happened again.
And that part where you're saying how you wasn't supposed to do that. That going back, I think it's in Leviticus or Deuteronomy, it say we're not supposed to make no covenant with the heathens.
Well, that's the same scripture. But that's verse 2. That's yeah, you're on point. Yeah, that's Deuteronomy 7 and verse 2 I read down. You can start from there when you're reading it, right? And read down. Yeah. See?
Yeah,
Spirit.
I have it highlighted.
Go ahead,
Yeah. This is John 9 and 4.
You can start at verse 1 and read down to 4. Babakosha.
This is John 9, the book of John 9 and 1. Now when these things were done, the prince came to say, the prince came to me saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the land.
They didn't separate themselves. Alright.
Doing according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites,
The Canaanites,
the Canaanites, the Hittites,
the Hittites,
the
Perizzites. Let me see. Let me take a look at this. 9 and 1. Yeah, the Perizzites. Yeah, Hittites. That's for 9 and 1. The Perizzites, the Jebusites,
the
Ammonites,
yeah,
the Moabites,
the Egyptians,
And the
and the
Amorites.
Amorites.
right? The Amorite, all them nations, right?
Heathen nations,
we didn't. What we didn't do, we started to follow their abominations, right? And we'll find out. Let's find out why we followed it. You know, go ahead.
Verse 2. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves and for their sons,
Right.
so that the holy seed have
The what? The holy what?
the holy seed.
Right. That holy. That mean what? That talking about what? Separation, right?
seed gone.
Right. Which is what we read about before in back reading Deuteronomy, right? It's a separation right there. You know, we not supposed to be mixing with these people like that. So, all right. But through the lust of the flesh, right, we fall. We end up falling. All right. Because you know, you could have concubines of the other nations, but a concubine is a lower level wife. You can't marry them like how it seems like how we marry an Israelite woman. Right? In the kingdom, we're gonna have concubines, right? The same way how when we was in captivity, Esau had our woman and was sleeping with our woman, coming in when they want, you know, popping them and things like the same way we're gonna pop them in the kingdom. We're gonna sleep with all them white women, so we're gonna that way we're gonna pop them in the kingdom.
Exactly.
Alright? That's what's gonna happen. Alright? Yeah. So the holy seed, go ahead, you can finish off that verse.
Right? So that the holy seed have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yeah, the hand of the princess and rulers had been chief in their trespass.
In this trespass, yeah, because
this trespass.
especially prince and the rulers, them have plenty money in the Bible. They get plenty woman for them and their sons. You know, that's what they did. All right, before I continue to 3 and 4, you could bring Deuteronomy 7. You can read 2 and 3. You know, yeah.
Deuteronomy 7 and 2. And when Yahweh thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite
Deliver who? Them other nations, right? Who are living in the land, right? Go ahead. Yeah.
thou shalt smite them,
Thou shalt kill them. Go ahead.
and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them.
So he wasn't supposed to show no mercy unto them, just to destroy them utterly. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Right, so you can go marry them and give them all the benefits and them things like that, and you know, follow the customs and what really. And when you're a wife is supposed to be on the same mindset with you. Right, that's like how we Lord make Eve, you know, as part of his rib, which is part of his a woman of his own flesh, a woman of his own mindset and everything. You understand what I'm saying? So they was going off. Go ahead.
Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shall thou take unto thy son.
Right, so you know, don't give him your daughters because it will mean you only making heathens. Alright? Because all these other nations, them is not Israelites. Right? Them is not the holy seed. Yeah, the holy seed is only the children of Israel. Esau is definitely not the holy seed. Moab is definitely not the holy seed. Ammon is definitely not the holy seed. The Ishmaelites is not the holy seed. The Canaanites is not the holy seed. Only Israel alone. Yeah, Jebusite. And in fact, all them people who pushing this thing and see now all these nations get saved, the Lord gonna destroy them. Alright? Because it's a lie. Alright, that's not the will of the Yabashim Yahushai. It's not scriptural. It's not the will of the Lord. You know, when all hell break loose, they're gonna be seen who was telling the truth and who lying. Alright? They're gonna be made known. Alright? So yeah. So after you could jump back to Ezra 9 and verse 3, I think it was on.
Yeah, jump.
Yeah. You could jump back in Acts. Yeah? Go ahead.
I don't know, like if I can ask a question, continue. Just for the for the Akeman Aqua too new.
Can.
So as you know, when it's so the Israelites, when you go out of your bloodline, right? Would that be considered waste?
A waste?
Yeah.
When you say go out of your bloodline, if you marry of the other
No, well, if
the other nation,
Yeah.
if it's a male like
Right.
you,
first.
if you want to breed other somebody from other nation, like
Yeah.
a lady,
Yeah,
the child will come out of that Israelite.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
But if
For that
it's
seed.
Yes,
yeah,
see,
right.
and that,
but
in fact,
if it's a woman,
yeah.
they'll just make her heathen.
Okay.
In fact, I
So-
agree.
so
Go ahead,
then-
go ahead.
then
You
that-
read over verse 2 after.
So
Read over verse 2.
so then that would be considered like a waste.
Well, if it's your daughter,
Yeah,
if your daughter, if your daughter is a heathen man,
Yeah.
yeah, that is
Would be considered
that don't make sense.
because the daughter would
A woman don't
would
carry
bring
seed.
forth
Correct, a seed of the enemy.
Eden.
Can.
Of our enemies, our heathens. Yeah,
Can.
can. That's how it will be. But read over from verse 2. Well, let me get back that again because we expound up. Yeah. Ezra 9 and verse 2.
Right, this is Ezra 9 and verse 2.
Can.
For they have taken
Mm-hmm.
of their daughters for themselves
Yeah.
and for their sons,
Right.
so that the holy seed
Right. The holy seed. A man is alone does carry seed.
And that's
Right.
the holy
Right.
seed.
A man does beget. A woman does only carry. Right. Right. She bear the child, but a woman don't carry seed. So yeah, it's futile. It's futile and it's wicked to give your daughters over to these heathens.
Can.
Alright?
And it's a holy seed, meaning to say the Israelite man.
Right.
Right?
Correct.
So you will get Israelite. If Israelite man sleep with a
Yeah.
heathen,
Correct.
right?
Mhm.
You still get Israelite.
You still get Israelite because that seed, it doesn't matter what kind of ground that seed fall in.
Can.
Right, just like the seed, if it fall in a stony a ground like this, or we have here in this field in front of us, or if it go in a sandy field, it's still gonna get back the same tree.
Can, yeah.
All right, but you know it's not. If it's do the opposite that way around, you're gonna get back a heathen tree.
Abomination.
Which is abomination,
Can.
which is our enemies.
Can,
We
yeah.
strengthening our enemies. That's why the Lord
Yeah.
said, don't do it.
Because
Alright.
we gain them more of them to oppress
Correct,
me.
correct, which doesn't make any sense.
Mhm.
You know, so we are the sons of God. Yasha Allah. Yasha Allah means he the prince of the power,
Oh, okay.
right? And when you go and really break it down, who are princes? What another name for a prince, right? What's another name for a prince? Anybody could answer that, you know? You know,
Future king.
yeah, right. The son of a king,
Can.
right? The son of a king, and who is the king? Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai,
Can,
right?
yeah.
So you see how we are the sons. So it's really he
Can.
the son of the king.
Yeah, can.
He the son of God. Right? So that show you how Yasha Allah, that's what it means, sons of God. That's how you know that it's
Yeah.
the Israelites it was referring to.
Yeah, that line up good there.
Yeah.
Can, that line
Back
up
then
good.
was the back then was the Adamites.
Can. It's
Alright.
It's which part we read that where it says the son,
Mhm.
the sons of God. I think it's the same Genesis, huh?
Yeah, Genesis 6.
in 2.
Mhm.
Yeah, 6 and 2 where it said
Yeah.
that the sons of
Hey, when you
God.
read it over.
Can, yeah, Genesis 2 and 6 and 2, so like it said
Mhm.
that the sons of Yahweh saw the daughters of men that they were fair. So it says sons of Yahweh going back to the same Yasha Allah, Prince
Yasha
of
Allah.
Power.
He the Prince of Power.
Can.
So you see how we'll go back. Yeah, you know? Alright, so now let's read you could finish off Ezra 9 and 3 and 4.
Can, yeah.
This is Ezra 9 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And when I heard this thing, I rent my garment
Hmm.
and my mantle
Mm-hmm.
and plucked off the hair of my head
Hmm.
and of my beard
Mm-hmm.
and sat down astonished.
Yeah, the prophet was frustrated. Go ahead.
God, verse 4. Then were assembled unto me everyone that trembled
Mm-hmm.
at the word of Yahweh of Israel,
Mm-hmm.
because of the transgression of the transgressions
Mm-hmm. Sins.
of those
Mm-hmm.
that had been carried away.
Yeah, transgression of those who carried away with this abomination. Go ahead.
God. And I sat
Astonid.
And I sat astonished until evening sacrifice.
Till evening sacrifice, because why the prophet was frustrated, because he said, now them turn away from the Lord by following this woman. It's the same thing that happened to King Solomon, right? When he had the concubines, wasn't it? The wives that led him away, it was different concubines who was worshipping false idols, right? And he gave them the strength unto them in his old age, all right? So we could jump back to Genesis 6 and 3.
And you see that part where you say they to work? He gave you strength unto she name, and he was a king. What the scripture say? Don't give your strength unto one because she destroyed kings.
No, the ways that destroyed kings.
Exactly.
Yeah, can. Yeah, correct.
Right, so Genesis 6 and verse 3. Yeah, read over verse 3. It says, and Yahweh said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for he also is flesh. Yet his days shall be 120 years.
Yeah, it shall be 120 years. Now we know Adam lived 930 years, and if we read a little lower down, we read about Methuselah, who was longest lived, I think 969 years. Right? But the most, almost a full day with the Lord. You know? It was the Most High cut down the age, cut down the age of them because why? Because of sin, because it went off. Right? There's something in your body, a gland or organ, in your body that the Most High is tap into. Yeah, the Most High can tap into it and make you basically live to be 900 or 1,000 years. Right? But what he did is he tap into it now and he reduced it down, he switched it down to 120, like a dial now. Turn it down. You see, alright, only by quickness, turn down the dial and continue turning down the dial. Right? So we live in shorter and shorter, right? And we know that, even now the devil, he trying through his technology to achieve immortality. You have people like companies like Google that go into it and trying their best to researching trillions of dollars they're pumping into this to figure out a way that they could live forever, like live out 500 years and all like that.
They thinking now is like the movie Avatar to project your consciousness into our next body. So even if they could do that, because I always talking about the anime thing. There's somebody named Orochimaru who does do that. Right. He does. What's the name of that anime? That's Naruto. That's Naruto, right? Yeah. Because he does get other vessels, right? And when that vessel body used up, he want to transfer his spirit or whatever it is into another body. You see? Yeah, that's what he does do. So it should show you, hey, that's what the devil that's witchcraft through the technology, which is witchcraft. But only the Most High can really do that, can really turn up your lifespan. Lord can make it at your 500 years. Lord can make you live to 500 years one and be in perfect health. You can run up a hill, you can dive into the sea and swim, you can do all them things like that. But the devil, he trying to be like the Most High, right? But he gonna fail, right? Because his science gonna come short of the powers of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? I think it was Noah had started make sure not 500 years, I think. When he made Shem, Ham and Japheth. 500 years, I believe he was. So that show you how strong, man was. And that capability is still inside the body, but the Lord turned it down because of what? Sin. It's a sin. Wickedness. Alright? So we could continue in Genesis. Most likely we might hear about that in the next chapter. Next week.
We could do that. Genesis 6 and 4. I think we reach verse 4.
Yeah, verse 4, yeah. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that,
right?
When the sons of Yahweh came in unto the daughters of men,
right?
And they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown.
Right. So first of all, when you go into that word giants, it's not talking about literal giants. It's called Nephilim. If you want to go into the Blue Letter Bible. Let me go into these words here. For long. Once not outside.
No, it's inside.
Let me see if I can get a wood. Giants. Here we have in the plate. This is Nephil.
Strong's H 5303. Nephil.
right? Nephil, giants, Nephilim, right? When you go into the word, it also says tyrant, you see, right? And then when you go into the root word, it's this.
Strong's H 5307. Not found. Not found.
Nafal, which means what? To fall down, right? To be cast down, to fall, to fail, right? Which is why they call it the fallen ones, right? We know in plantation Christianity, it says, okay, it's these fallen angels who fight against the Lord and they get cast out with Satan. And so that lies that not even in the scriptural, all right? But no, it's talking about the Israelites, the sons of God, who fell away from the ways from the Lord's statutes and commandments and started to follow after idols, all right?
In a way, that kind of correct with the fallen angels thing, because they come like we fallen from the glory and we as angels.
Well, yeah,
not the way them,
not the way they mean it. Yeah. That's why.
That's
That's the reason why I didn't bring it up like that way, because I don't want to confuse the audience. Yeah, because we are angels. We are. When you go in the book of Jude 1 and 6, it's about the angels that left the first estate, you know, and in chains of darkness. I was just talking about the sons of God.
And to be clear too, angels just mean messenger. So
yeah. But in this case, we're talking about the earthly lineage, you know, of the sons of God. We're not talking about the heavenly lineage. An angel is a spirit. An angel doesn't carry seed. It can't impregnate no woman. All right? So that they're off. All right? You know, a spirit and a flesh, and flesh is two different things. Unless the spirit dwelling in the flesh. Right? But angels are pure spirit. Just like the Heavenly Father, Yabashim Yahushai. All right? So they don't have a fleshly body. They can take the appearance of a fleshly body, but they don't have a fleshly body.
And don't picture them with them white boy with the white wings and all kind of shit.
That's devilry, you know. That's iconoclast. Somebody's devil.
Them all look shaky and then weak and feeble, like Jesus.
Jude 1 and 6 here.
What you have there?
Jude 1 and 6.
Yeah, then bring it out. Bring it out.
Jude 1 and 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own inhabitation. He had reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day.
And what I'm talking about, because the ones that fallen, right, which is really us talking about the Israelites, right, because we broke the Lord's commandments. Right, and you see how it say we in the chains of darkness, right? Which going back to the flesh, correct?
Which going back to the flesh.
Right? And that is until the day of judgment. We all know it's the day of judgment. You know, that lake of fire. You understand? Because the scripture says 2/3 must cast off and die. Right? So they're gonna die, and the Lord, the elect, right? Lord willing, you know, all four of us here and the other sincere Akims out there, you know, we is the elect. You know, the remnant of you know, of the Mosai.
Yeah, gonna be spared. Just like what we're gonna read about with Noah. Noah represent the elect in his time. You know,
he's gonna free us. Well, the elect, they're gonna get freed through the help me the ark when we go up in chariot.
The chariot, and that's what the ark represent. The ark was a physical, like a chariot. But the Lord was built towards the specifications of Yabashim Yahushai, right? To survive the flood, right? Which is what the first death. When we go into that, when the second death, we will not just skip the second death. We're gonna have to go up into the heavenly vehicles and be changed. All right, so we're going to go up into the chariots, all right, which is the death by fire. All right, but yeah, let's I want to get a scripture here at this point, because I want to compare Nepal, which is going into what it wasn't a literal giant. It's talking about the fallen ones, right? Right. But let's compare now with another type of giant now in the scriptures, another word for giant. And somebody could get Deuteronomy 3 and 11. Deuteronomy 3 and 11.
This is book of Deuteronomy, chapter 3, and verse 11. It says, for only OG king of...
Yeah, for only Og. Og.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, for only Og king of Bashan remain of the remnant of giants.
Of the giants, right? So now we're going to go into that word giants now and see if it's the same word that they have in Genesis, the 6th chapter. Alright? Which I know is not.
It's like the word world.
Alright,
Other
yeah.
words in the Bible that are going
And
to
this scripture here is talking about a real giant.
Can.
This here in 2 Samuel. Somebody could hold 2 Samuel 21. 2 Samuel 21 and 20. We'll see again, it's the same word here. This talking about a literal giant, a big tall man. Right?
Get the blue letter for that
Right.
one too one time.
Yeah, this is the blue letter. Yeah, get the blue letter for that one, Baba Kusha.
Strong's H 7497. Rephae. Rephae.
21.
Rephae, which is talking about giants. Right? This is a
21 and
very
26,
big man. Right? Yeah. 2 Samuel 21 and 20. So we down to verse 22. Yeah, it's talking about a literal giant, a big tall man. Alright? You know, ancient inhabitants of Canaan. You know, a whole race of giants. Right now we can bring out that one too, we'll see again. Right,
Go
second.
read it and I will go into the blue letter.
2 Samuel 21 and 20. And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great
Stature.
stature.
Right, so it's a big tall. So they're showing you clearly that it's a big tall giant. This is talking about here, right? Go ahead.
That had on every
hand.
every hand 6 finger, every hand 6 finger, and on every foot 6 toes.
Gone. Yeah, he was a freak. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
420 in number,
Yeah.
and he also was born to the giant.
Right, to the giant. So he's a big tall man, right? Now when you go into that word giant, right? Let's get the word giant in there. Right, to the giant. We see the same word, right?
Strong's H 7497. Rephae. Rephae.
Right, same meaning, a whole tribe of giants, right? Big tall man, right? And that just show you that, hey, at the end of the day, it wasn't talking about no big tall giant that come from outer space and come down, and come from the heavens and come down and not, right? It was talking about what men of renown. Because when you go back to Genesis 6 and 4, it talk about that. It talk about it having men of renown. Alright, when you go into that word renown, which let me go into it one time. Genesis 6 and verse 4. It says the same became mighty men which were of old and men of renown. When you go into that word renown, it means Shem or Sham, which really mean name, of fame, glory. Alright?
Strong's H 8034. Shame. Shame.
Which is really Shem, which means the name, like our ancestor Shem, right? By the reputation, fame, because these men have great fame, alright? You know, which going back to the memorial, which is Israel or Jerusalem, alright? The memorial of Israel, alright? That's the name, right? Goes into the name, alright? So basically, what we're saying is that we are the fallen ones, we fell down, alright? Even before, yes, we used to live long lives and we also have a greater stature, but we weren't like giants in comparison to, you know, maybe other nations. It was talking about our abilities, our reputation. And we had a great reputation. Come like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is the top in boxing. Right? Michael Jordan, he was the top, he was the master. Or the what you would say? He was a giant. They were giants in the field. Alright? Or Usain Bolt, he's a giant in the track and field. So we dominate everything that we come up on, you know, and because that's the spirit of Israel, the spirit of the Adamites. Alright? Tupac was in rap hip hop. You see, these are giants.
Michael Jackson.
You see, we call them giants, you see?
Michael Jackson.
So it was exactly.
Yeah.
So that they show you right there, right? What we talking about? But back then we were what? We were mighty men, became mighty men, which is what? Men of war. Right? The Abashim Yahushai was a man of war.
Exodus 59:3.
I'm a man of war. So same way the men of the Lord were men of war. They couldn't conquer them. Same way nobody could come and conquer Michael Jordan in basketball. Nobody could have come around Mike Tyson in boxing. Nobody could come around Muhammad Ali too, yeah, correct. So they were giants in their field, and so many they were men of renown, right? So the same way. They were men of renown in that time, but they were warriors, right? They were fighters, alright? Even just to add a part to that too as well, because recently I just got some information, you know, a video I saw on YouTube, it talks about a study that the American Association for the Advancement of Science did, right, on DNA and the genome, right, and they found, you know, when they did testing of DNA on animals, right, and on Esau is an animal anyway. It's a devil, all right. You know, he carries the chimpanzee carries 5 series of DNA. You know, Esau carries 6 series, which is just one more up from a chimpanzee, all right. So they and the other nations as well carry 6. So these are they below us. When they chase people in from West Africa, who are Israeli, guy call them Africans, but we know they are Israelites, where we in the New World came from. We have 9 series of DNA, right? 9 series of DNA, and even within, in addition, you know, the number of DNA within those series of DNA is different from what they carry.
And what the scripture say in Deuteronomy, you know, in 7,
yeah,
right, they say we are above all the nations, so we have to have that stature.
What they found too with those series of DNA is that we intellectually superior, as well as physically superior in every way.
Yeah, because what we sort of be doing, like the wheel.
Yeah.
We invent the wheel, they thief that and call it their own. They always taking and claiming their own.
That's what they adding a little,
like they train a little pixie dust on it.
Yeah.
And
like
say, them
that's mine. You know, hey, he's first to everything. He first to put foot on the moon. He's first to go on the bottom of the depths of the sea.
And he ain't even touched none of them.
But he's first to be a murderer too. Alright? He's the first murderer.
First jackass.
You know, he's a devil. He's a devil. And they actually inferior to us. Alright?
Pieces are men.
This is why anything that we touch, we become great at it, become renowned. You know, we become giants in the field. That's why they had to fight us down. Let me go again to that. That's a whole other video. Right? Education, right? But hey, you understand what I'm saying? So let's get some videos. Let's have some videos, some scriptures. Alright? Somebody could bring out Sirach 16 and 7. You could hold wisdom of Solomon 4 and 6. And you could hold Baruch 3 and 26. Yeah, right there. Look at it. The water.
Baruch 3 and 27.
Yeah, Baruch 3 and 26. First, right? Yeah, correct. I can bring out that first. Sirach 16 and 7. Yeah. Some precepts.
Right.
It's where we precepts come out. That's right. Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 6 to what?
This is the book of Sirach 16 and 7.
Bring it out.
He was not pacified towards the old giant.
Towards the old who?
Giant.
It was the old giants, which is talking about what I was talking about is the Adamites. Alright, the Lord wasn't pacified to them because of their sin. Go ahead.
Who fell away in the strength of their foolishness.
Yeah.
You know who is it?
Yeah, let's get, hold on a second,
Wisdom of Solomon,
Sirach, Wisdom of Solomon.
Oh, it's Sirach Eden.
Yeah, you will Baruch 3 and 26.
Yeah,
Sirach, alright, yeah, no problem. Right, Sirach 16 and 7. Yeah, he was not pacified with the old giants who fell away in the strength of their foolishness. Yeah, the strength of their foolishness was following idols, right? Because the woman that they married, right? Alright, yeah, that good there. You could bring out Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 6. 14 Salakia, I say 4.
Yeah.
I think it's 14. I believe it's 14 Salakia for that. 14
and 6, you say?
14 and 6, I believe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 6. For in the old time also, when the proud giants perished.
Right, they perished because the Lord could do it. What he did, he reduced their lifespan, he turned down their lifespan. He died. Alright? Because of what they were proud, they were wicked, and you know, pride were before fall, before death, before destruction, and a haughty spirit before fall. Alright, go ahead.
The hope of the world governed by thy hand escaped in a weak vessel.
Right.
In a weak vessel.
In a weak vessel, about Noah and the ark. Right? Yeah? Go ahead.
And left to all ages a seed of generation.
Right, which is everybody else.
A seed.
Right. Singular, right?
A seed.
A seed of generation. And the seed.
To all
go ahead.
ages, a seed. of generation.
Right, which really going into the Israelites, because that was the lineage from Noah through Shem, coming down Faxad, coming down to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right, that's the generation. The other people really them is neither here nor there. Right, who come off Adam. Right?
Second is right, 656.
Yeah, around there.
54 coming in.
Yeah, correct. Can. Actually, you could bring out Baruch 3 and 26 now.
In Baruch 3 and 26, it said there were the giants famous from the beginning.
They were famous for, they were renowned. So you see it happening there? Go ahead, break it out.
That were so great. So like that were you highlight, you underline things. Don't die of or.
You see. Yeah, there were giants famous from the beginning that were of so great stature. Right. And go ahead.
And so expert in war.
So expert in what?
In war.
Right, so let's talk about mighty men in Genesis 6 and 4. Right, they were experts in war. That was what they were renowned for. We were warriors, boy. Nobody could have beat us. One man destroying plenty man, 100
one man army.
Well, one man army, yeah, that's true. What we had the spiritual power. We had that power. Alright? That's what that is about. That's what I'm talking about. You know? So hey, this, you know, things becoming clear through that precepts. I get what?
Understanding.
Alright. So somebody can bring out Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23.
And you see the scripture is talking about the heathens and then they know to roughly paraphrase it, right, and put it in basic terms. When the scripture is saying, hey, if the heathens, when the heathens and them say, hey, if they turn back to the power, right, or they see us worshiping our power, they look up and say, hey, there is really the people that, hey, you know, they have that glory, you know, they up there.
Can't John, me 4 and 4 going down there. Yeah, correct. Who have Wisdom of Solomon? You go that.
This is a book, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23.
Yeah, bring it out.
For Yahweh created man to be immortal.
Right.
And made him to be an image of his own entity. Of his own
eternity.
Yeah.
And really hard to not talking about.
That's what we're now talking about there. So the Lord really didn't mean us to die. Right? He created us to be immortal, like him, a reflection of him. Alright, that's really what it's talking about there. You know? So yeah, you know. That's what it is. So
King James is that what he say, he make man into the own image.
Because we was meant to be, you know, with that high stature.
But we fell off, right? So you can read the second verse, verse 24. If you have it there.
Who's that?
For me?
Yeah. Yeah.
God, verse 24. Nevertheless, through envy of the
devil,
through envy of the devil came death into the world.
Right, through envy of that little devil came death, because the devil envy us first of all, and then we started to envy the devil knowledge. Go ahead.
And they that do whole of his side do find it.
Because why? The wages of sin is death. But his ways, the devil's ways is evil and wickedness. Right? I starting off with idolatry. Somebody could get, you could get Psalm 73 and 3. Psalm 73 and 3. Somebody could hold 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Yeah.
Psalm 73 and 3.
Go ahead. Psalm 73 and 3. Go ahead.
For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the
prosperity.
Prosperity of the wicked.
Right, go ahead.
For there are no bands in their debt, but their strength is full.
Right, so they're doing well, they're prospering. So we Jacob envy them. Right? And that's what you're not supposed to be doing. Do envy the wicked. Right? Because they have one and the death coming, you know, the whole reign coming to an end. Alright?
Because if you really check back to what Esau and Jacob, when there was just one person, one by one person, you know, one Jacob and one Esau, when they was born at that time. Right? Esau gave up his birthright, so you get it, you know. He was blessed with the fatness of the earth or whatever it is, but you know the inheritance coming. That is Jake's main problem. You see, patience. That is the
and what the scripture
main
say about
problem.
patience?
Can.
Patience work at what? Perfection.
Perfection, can.
Yeah, because that's how we made perfect through the afflictions and waiting on Yahuwah Shai. Yeah. You know, the Lord say, wait until I rise up to the prey. Because my determination is to God. And the Lord had beef with Esau. And the Lord could not execute his beef on Esau. Right? We just had to wait. Our job is just to wait and continue enduring in this truth and doing what our Lord said to do. You know?
Lord say vengeance is his own.
Can.
Because Jakes want to take action before time and
Can.
die.
Yeah, they want to pick up the AK.
Yeah. You can't fight fire with fire. You won't fight Esau. You just need one tank down here and that is it. One tank alone.
Yeah, can. If you look at fight with Esau, you're using his sword.
Just waste your time, yes?
Waste of time. Right. Who have 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3? We continue.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3.
Can.
Let no man deceive you by any means, for that the day shall not come.
Yeah, that day shall not come. Yeah, go ahead.
Except they come, they falling away.
Right,
Yes.
can. So you see, we fell away back then and we fall away again, nothing new under the sun, right? We fell away to our wickedness, and then what we put the person in captivity in slavery, hardcore bondage. Right, go ahead.
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
And right now he been revealed, more and more he been revealed. He's the one who caused all the wickedness in the earth.
Like you know, Obadiah, you know, he made Esau
yes,
bare.
he made it. He lay him bare.
Can.
Expose him. Isaiah the 47th chapter, if I'm not mistaken too.
Can.
You know, he lay Esau bare. Expose his ties, you know, so let everybody see that he's the devil. And that's what happened right now around the world. That's the vibration that Yabashim Shai pushing in this earth right now. To expose the devil, expose him for who he is. For that vagabond that he is.
And what the word devil means, it means deceiver.
Can.
Right? And who deceived the whole world. Right? That is Job 9 and 24. It is given unto the wicked. Yeah,
he covered the faces of what? The judges thereof. Right? So this devil, right now, even now, he pretending to be, he's the people. Pretending to be the people. That's that covering cast over all nations. Isaiah 25 and 7. Right? The covering cast over all people. Alright, you know, so the lies. And that is how we're keeping our people destroyed too as well. You know, the ignorance, the lack of knowledge.
Not to stray off topic too much here, but when I was watching one of the elders' video, he do a video and he was reflecting on somebody's response, which was a response to other brother video, right? Talking about how it has certain Jakes pushing that Esau is Japhet and all kind of shit.
Yeah, that's the kind of lies that they push. Like because they live in Japhite lands.
Yeah,
and that's what these devils do, you know. They go ahead.
So like it had a specific precept he did bring, right? I ain't want to bring no, because that could be the next video. But a precept he did bring when talking about how we get sold to the Greeks or something, so right? And it wasn't when it said the Grecians and them, it's not talking about the literal Grecians, which I believe is Japhet.
Yeah, the true Grecians.
Right.
Yeah.
But it was just talking about the people that dwell there, which was Edomites, because they pushed them out. And they trying to flip it. It's like the same scripture in Deuteronomy when it said, "Thou shalt not abhor a Edomite," was supposed to be Assyrian.
Yeah.
You know?
They're trying to manipulate the scripture a bit, but they through the spirit and power,
the truth revealed.
The truth come out. Yeah, and all these lies being exposed. Alright. So who have the next scripture?
The Jeremiah 3 and 8.
Jeremiah 3 and 8. Yeah, Jeremiah 3 and 8. Yeah.
Jeremiah 3 and 8 it says, "And I saw when for all the causes whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery."
Committed what?
Adultery.
Right, spiritual fornication. Adultery, worshiping idol. Through what? Through the daughters of men.
Right. Solomon again.
Yeah.
"I had put her away and given her a bill of divorce."
Right, that way Lord do when he Lord turn down the lifespan too. You know, he get him. Yeah, he say, alright, well, what you do that? And they say, alright, here what? I know as the only righteous man. I divorce all the way. But you take that, and he coming back to do it again. You know, Lord coming back to do it again. Right, that's what verse you reach there.
The same 8, I finished it.
Alright, go ahead.
It says, "Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also."
And that's the story of Israel. Right, playing the harlot, doing wickedness. Right, now let me bring out the scripture. This is Psalm 106 and verse 34. It says, "They did not destroy the nations, concerning whom the Lord commanded them, and is why the Lord was angry to again. We went through this earlier in Deuteronomy, I believe, or Ezra. It's Deuteronomy, right? But were mingled among the heathen, right? Mingle among them. Oh, we mingle among them, taking their daughters as wives, and not as concubines, but as wives.
Making a covenant,
right? And learn. Well, marriage is a covenant, right? And learn their works, which is the evil customs, like idolatry, right?
Worshiping idols and things.
That's right. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them, right? That caused it led to our downfall, our the fallen ones, right? Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, unto demons, right? And shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto the idols of Canaan, and the land was polluted with blood. And that's what we did. That's what the Adamites did, would have been at that point in time as well. The idolatry. Alright? Now you can bring up with 2 Ezra 7 and 48. Yeah. Oh, can't.
2 Ezra 7 and 48.
Can. 2 Ezra 7 and 48, and then we'll continue reading down.
2 Ezra 14.
7?
Yeah, 2 Ezra 4 and 48.
Yeah, 7 and 48.
I know what I'm looking for was in the wrong thing.
Yeah, what's happening?
7 and 48, right? 2 Ezra 7 and 48. Right? It says, O thou Adam, what hast thou done? For though it was thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone.
Right, Adam alone didn't fall. Everybody else in his lineage fell too as well. Right, the Adamites fell. Right, go ahead.
But we all that come of thee. Right,
we all that come of Adam, we fell. So we are those Nephilim. Right? The sons of God, which is the son, which is Yasha Allah, princess of power. We fell, all of us fell. You see that?
I remember when last banging when we was talking about it, they said basically one of the was saying the Lord don't just punish one, it's all in beginning at one time.
The Lord don't deal with individual, he deal with nations of people. You know, and that is what it is. Alright, so let's continue to read down from verse 4 reach? Read?
No, verse 4.
First verse 4 now?
Yeah,
verse 5 reach, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Verse 5 in Genesis 6, it says, And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually.
Yeah, it's only wickedness they was doing. Go ahead. So that's where we got the scriptures we went through. Go ahead.
And it repented Yahweh that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart.
The Lord regretted it, make man. Go ahead.
And Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them.
Because they were doing bestiality and all different manner of wickedness too. Right, with the animals. Mixing seed and all kind of nastiness, right? Go ahead.
Now this part going back to what you say, right? But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 9, it said, These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man, perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with Yahweh.
Right, perfect. Right, he walked with the Lord in his mind, spirit. You know, go ahead.
Verse 10, it said, And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth also was corrupt before Yahweh, and the earth was filled with violence.
The earth was filled with violence, which is the same violence happening now. History repeating itself. Ecclesiastes 1 and 9, right? Yeah, the violence is a violent and corrupt world. You know, look what's happening right now with all different things happening in the world. The protests, the jump shot, which causing a lot of people to pass the ghost, pass the spirit too, right now. Alright.
And you think that you can make sure and anything.
Yeah. So at that point in time, what the Lord do, the Lord say, alright, I'm going to take all you out. Go ahead, continue on.
Verse 12, it says, And Yahweh looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth.
Right, all flesh corrupted his way upon the earth. What kind of man of evil? Right? Go ahead.
And Yahweh said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth.
He will destroy them with the earth, right? So the Lord back then, you know, he sent a flood, which is he struck the first death, which is death by water. And when he come back, you know, when Yahweh Shai come back, now we're gonna destroy by what? Fire. Right, that's his second death.
First time they see Shemayam.
Can they see it? They see the Mayam destroy them.
Can,
You know, now is the fire gonna destroy them. Ash.
Can.
In Hebrew, ash is fire. You know, gonna destroy them. Okay.
And even just the Arab, even as we speaking right now, even somebody mentioned, even somebody, even like all like the earthquakes and all these storms and things. Because you know, have to like because with like after these things, sometimes it may get like 50 pass away. Like 100 and something die. You know, so
yeah, that's the judgment of the Lord. Judgment of the Lord coming on this place. So all those things, all these are the birth pangs that are leading up to the second death. You know, which gonna be that's why the scripture say the slain of the Lord shall be many, because the Lord gonna send His Spirit in those missiles. The Lord gonna be firing on Jake, 2 tools of Jake and the heathen with the chariots. Alright, to the destruction. Alright, so it's death by what? Fire, ash. Alright, so let's continue. Go ahead, go down.
Verse 14, it says, make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shall thou make in the ark, and shall pitch it within and without pitch. And this is the fashion which thou shalt make it of.
And the Lord tell him the exact specification to survive. Right? Go ahead.
Can. The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, the breadth of it 50 cubits, and the height of it 30 cubits.
Go ahead.
A window shall thou make to the ark, and a cubit shall thou finish it above. And the door of the ark shall thou set in the side thereof, with lower, second, and third stories shall thou make it.
And that's the apple, because you see our window, the scripture talk about, you know, Lord willing, we found among the elect, the Lord lift up. They're going to have windows in the chariots too, so we go see the destruction. Same way Noah was able to see them, everybody else drowning. You know, that hey, it's serious. Alright, that what the ark really mirror, the chariots, the salvation of the elect in that time was Noah. I think it's 1 Peter 3:20. Somebody could have bring that precept. Alright, because we almost finishing here. 1 Peter 3:20, ark you could hold Sirach 44 and 17. Sirach 44 and 17. Yeah, there.
3 and
20. Yeah, can.
1 Peter 3 and 20, which sometime were disobedient when once.
You talking about Israel, right? Go ahead.
When once the long suffering of Yahweh waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was preparing, wherein few that is 8 souls were saved by water.
Right, 8 souls were saved by water. The Lord saved them by coming from the first death. Alright, the Lord saved them from the first death, and I bring Sirach 44 and 17. Right, so there was the elect in that time, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sirach 44 and 17, it says Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of the wrath he was taken exchange for the world.
He was taken in what?
Exchange for the world.
And that's how the elect in this time, well, Lord willing, we among that member. You know, that's how it happened. Alright? You know, that's how it's gonna happen again. Right? We're gonna be taking an exchange for the world. Go ahead.
Therefore was he left as a remnant unto the earth.
As a what?
As a remnant.
Just going to the remnants is another room for the elect. Go ahead.
When the flood came.
When the flood came, right? So you see, all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Barak to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, let's finish read out chapter 6. Go ahead.
Verse 17 it says, and behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven, and everything that is in the world shall die.
It shall die. Go ahead.
But with ye I will establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee, and of every living thing of all flesh, 2 of every sort shalt thou bring into the ark, to keep them alive with thee. They shall be male and female.
Right, not male and female. Yeah, go ahead.
Of fowls after their kind, and the cattle after their kind, and every creeping thing of the earth after his kind. 2 of every sort shall come under thee, unto thee, to keep them alive.
Right, so you have male and female, so they can what reproduce. Go ahead.
Go ahead. And take thou unto thee of all, and take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee, and it shall be for food for thee and for them.
Right, so you make them store up food, in other words, for the period of time they will be on the boat, on the ark. Go ahead.
Thus did Noah according to all that Yahweh commanded him, so did he.
Right, and that's important for us in this time to do everything that Yahweh shall tell us to do. Right, just to conclude, right? And use the example on Noah, right? Obedience is better than sacrifice. Alright, you know, so with that, hey, we pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone.
Shalom.
Shalom. Peace and salutations unto the hopeful elect. Alright, till the next time, destruction unto Babylon, Abad Babal, and Shalom.
Shalom.